Warning, viewer discretion is advised. The following camo is easy. It's easy as f***, ladies and gentlemen. Just a couple of hours. No blood, no tears, no sweating are required in order to achieve this task. Oh my god, it's been 3 years since I uploaded a camo grind. Holy shit. Interstellar is nothing compared to Damascus. Absolutely nothing. Comparing Interstellar to Damascus is like comparing Jake Paul's boxing career to Mike Tyson's. It's just retarded.
K3, Mikey!
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Day 3, you still wanna fuck with me?
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I swear to god, if Mike Tyson doesn't knock Jake's head 360 degrees like a cartoon, I'm throwing hands with him personally. Interstellar, the holy grail for MW3. I'm sorry, but this thing is sexy as fuck, and objectively might be the best looking multiplayer camo I've ever seen, and it is insanely easy to unlock. What can be better than that? That does kind of take away from its wow factor though. Kind of like if you were dating Sydney Sweeney, but you offered all your homies freebies behind the McDonald's dumpster. It's still beautiful, but no longer rare.
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect.
When you join a lobby and somebody has Interstellar, you already know it's not special. However, it is still breathtaking. And it kind of looks different for everyone else. I don't know if that's kind of weird. So, it's time to get Interstellar, ladies and gentlemen. Now that you've accepted the fact that you'll be grinding for this sexy camo, you want to know how long it's going to take you? About 1 or 3 days of in-game time. Now this all depends on whether or not you want to no-life this camo or take your time. Either way, there's tons of tips and tricks I'm going to show you to fast-track this camo. If you want to complete this camo in 1 or 2 days, that means once again, you don't sleep, forget about food, and no showering. No breaks, constant sweating, trying to level up guns, and get gilded. The worst part about this compared to Damascus is that although gold camos are the same challenges for guns in a category, the forged and priceless camos are different for each of the weapons. Now, normally this would be a pain in the ass, but I have a method, so don't worry about it right now. If you are doing Interstellar, it is extremely important for me to tell you this. Please level up all the weapons you possibly can. Choose 36 guns that you will gold, or gilded, doesn't matter if they are DLC guns or not. That's another new thing that is amazing about Interstellar. You can decide 36 guns to gold regardless of what they are, so long as you complete and satisfy the requirements for X amount of gold guns in a category to get forged. Yeah, I know this sounds a bit confusing, but let me break it down. For example, you need 6 gilded challenges to complete forged for ARs, but I personally didn't want to endure the garbage battle rifle category because of the Sidewinder, so I did all the ARs. Why? Because I like torturing myself as I am a masochist. That's a total of 10 weapons that do not require gilded to unlock forged, priceless, or Interstellar as of season 2 reloaded, I think we're at. Furthermore, do not play Invasion or Ground War. Same as Damascus. Please, for God's sakes, don't be that guy who plays Ground War. It is literally useless. An argument could be made for long shots, and even then you still shouldn't play it for long shots if there are maps around. Playing Ground War for long shots instead of going to hardcore Das Haus is like dying of thirst in Ramadan and being able to break your fast, but have your dad tell the family that y'all are built different, can carry the boats and logs and do 2 more hours. Extra effort and time wasted for nothing. As soon as you start Interstellar and have all 36 guns that you know you want maxed, pick this path as it will be very hard in the beginning, but gets progressively easier so that you don't burn yourself out or want to kill yourself. Go through the categories like this for the easiest path. This of course varies depending on whether or not you skip launchers, melee, marksman, etc. You get the idea. This was a bit different for me compared to Damascus, but this is the path that I went through. Snipers, LMGs, assault rifles, then marksman, melee, some machine guns, handguns, and then finally I ended with the shotguns. The reason you want to start with snipers is because there's a wall bag challenge which is annoying as hell to complete. LMGs were surprisingly more annoying than Damascus challenges. Assault rifles are just time consuming. Marksmen do have some annoying challenges like kills without attachments. Melee can be annoying, but this year it's a lot easier than Damascus was. It's mainly about getting kills and using tactical. Subs are way easier as well, but long shots can be a bit annoying. Shotguns are an absolute breeze, and finally handguns, except for the tier, are so easy too. As usual, you can start working from hardest to easiest, which is the best path. If you guys are looking for an easy, hard, legit unlock, specifically for Interstellar, then look no further than X1 Ammo, aka Amma. This is a longtime friend of mine who is extremely well known by multiple COD content creators and vouched for grinding camos and getting Interstellar hard unlocks for them. You can join his Discord server in the link below, and he is vouched and cheap. Anyways, if you are a sweat and a lowlife who wants to camo yourself, let's carry on with the video, you greedy cunts. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that since all camos are different for a bunch of different guns like Priceless and Forged, this can get confusing very quickly. Specifically, I mean this can get very confusing to track in-game and kind of easily be able to forget what you're doing. There was a free tool I used to keep track of all the challenges I was doing and just checking them off whenever they came on screen. The Interstellar Camo Tracker made by Emil Carlson is incredible. Shout out to this guy because this thing was amazing. This is not a sponsor, by the way. I used it the whole time and kept track of all the camos I was doing. Please go and give him a follow on Twitter, go on his website, and maybe consider donating because this guy is amazing. Best thing is that this supports even MW2 camos and others as well, so you can keep track of what you're doing the whole time. Highly recommend you use this to get all your camos out of the way. So for Damascus in 2019, the ARs were a massive pain in the ass. Unfortunately, they are also quite annoying for Interstellar as well, but way less annoying at least. Firstly, the levels for the ARs don't go all the way to level 71, MW 2019 M4. For reference, the Ram 7 goes to level 29 max, which in case you're bad at math, is less than half of the MW 2019 M4, in case there are any non-Asians watching right now. Honestly, this whole category is extremely underwhelming. This is kind of like going in expecting an insanely time-consuming and hard challenge on all From Software games, but finishing Dark Souls, Sekiro, and Elden Ring without taking a single hit of damage. Light work. I would say the most annoying part of the ARs is how long it takes to level them up to max level. Even though it's much easier than before, it still takes some time. Here are the tips I can provide for you in order to unlock all guns, including ARs, and get them to max level. Keep in mind, this applies to all weapons. So before I give you the best 4 tips that I possibly can, I did miss one thing while I was making this video, so I do need to preface this. One of the best possible things that you could do, considering this year's weird system of unlocking guns, since we have the armory unlock, is to actually have a friend on your friend list who has the guns unlocked. Have you and your friend join together in a game of zombies and just every single time have them cycle through and drop you all the guns that are locked for you. If you exfil with these guns, they actually do get unlocked for you as well, permanently to use. Now, I find it weird that Sledgehammer or whoever is running this game did not make that clear, but that actually does track. Have your friend drop you the guns so you don't have to waste your time getting all the armory unlocks. Or if you want to get the armory unlocks, then go for it. Who am I to tell you what to do? So, without further ado, let's get into the actual main 4 tips. First tip, go into small map mosh pit hardcore in season 2 at the moment. Try to vote for shipment. This way you can have small maps and get them more so you can play faster, level up guns faster, and finish Interstellar faster. For example, take advantage of Shipmas 24/7 when it does come out eventually again. Tip number 2, please take advantage of double weapon XP weekends. It lasts 3 days and I managed to max 3 categories in one single double weapon XP weekend. It made my life much easier. Of course, use your double weapon XP tokens when you have them. Those can be claimed from the battle pass, promotions on Twitch, codes, and bundles from the store. Please don't buy store bundles though. Tip number 3, last tip you can use is that if you don't have double weapon XP weekend tokens, then you can do this. Equip the gun you want to max out, use the demolition vest to get a munitions box, use the decoy grenade, this way you get 2 of them. Use the DDoS field upgrade, and use the mission control comlink for your gear. Now, there is Das House 24/7, so use that. You can choose to use score streaks as well to boost your XP even more than that. Throw your decoys as much as possible, use your DDoS when you have it, etc. This can level up your guns by 4 to 5 levels in one single game, and that is without kills. So imagine when you get the kills, it's probably around 10,000 XP. The last tip that I can give you is that although you do have Emil Carlson's amazing Interstellar Camo Tracker, you could also go on the camos that you need to unlock and have them track in-game for you to show you your progress. A lot of people don't know about this, which is why I'm letting you know. The launchers. Well, you can skip them. I don't really know what to say here other than you can choose to do them, and even then, the challenges are 1,000 times easier than Damascus. Riot Shield also is not a thing for the Interstellar Camo. Dude, this completionist camo is such a joke. How is this even a completionist camo? Okay, so I'm about to drop the most insane hidden strat to get hard camos done. For example, there are kills without dying in the Riveter for the priceless categories. You gotta kill 5 enemies without dying 5 times. Now, if that sounds like torture, I know a method. There are akimbo while the enemy is affected by tactical. There are wallbang kills. These were easily finished in one game by me multiple times. Are you ready? Please take advantage of this before it gets patched in the future. Whenever you play a custom game against your friend like a 1v1, camo challenges don't track and don't unlock. However, when you see 1v1 me bro or 1v1 in the public multiplayer playlist, camo challenges track and work as these games are considered public. This means you can go into the game, ask the enemy to kill you 19 times and stop there so you don't tank their KD. Then you kill them 20 times for whatever challenge you need done. I have done this so many times it's not even funny. Getting camos like this feels like breaking into the Federal Reserve, walking out with hundreds of kilos of gold in front of armed guards, and they can't do anything about it. It's absolutely broken and disgusting. This playlist is not always there, but there's always some kind of variation in there. You can wait for it to come out and use it as much as possible, because when this gets patched, you're gonna have to go back into regular, sweaty, disgusting Cheeto-infested basement-dwelling lobbies against absolute sweats. For the snipers, do not play hardcore as you will die quicker and the snipers are one shot anyways, so do not play hardcore for the snipers. You can get long shots in Das House as well. This should be a fun category even though you should start purely for the annoying wallbang challenges. For the wallbang kills, try to queue a shipment and use snapshot grenades to highlight the enemies, while of course using a munitions box or running it such that you have double use of snapshot grenades. Get those out of the way and you should be fine. As usual, you can decide the snipers you need to get forged and carry on.
quickscope for the last one at least.
Bro, camo grinding for people has made me meet so many new people. I fucking love it.
Boom. Headshot. Let me see it. Interstellar unlocked. Complete 36 priceless camo challenges. Priceless unlocked. Interstellar has been completed. Oh.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Overall, this was definitely worth the pain of grinding for 2 days. I was able to unlock this camo so unbelievably quickly with no effort at all. I used the 1v1 shipment method I taught you and absolutely abused it. I was able to gold all guns in one single day and finished forged and priceless the next day. If you do not have it available, just play hardcore and regularly and you should be able to get this camo in less than 7 days. No, seriously. How the f did we go from attaining a basically impossible to achieve grindy camo to this garbage of a challenge we call a mastery camo? This just feels wrong. Interstellar is so much better looking than Damascus, it's not even funny. I mean, just look at it. If you finish this camo, it's essentially legalized robbery. Not to mention, I want to edge every time I see this camo.
What?
I think this camo is 100% worth getting, and I think it's the second best looking camo in the game. As Borealis is just gorgeous. You will be able to get this camo within a month if you're somebody who likes to relax, chill, and play the game while kind of paying attention to what you're doing. Follow my tips and tricks, and you guys can easily unlock this camo. Or just pay X1 Amma to get it for you.